Welcome back to another episode on our Jayco Seneca upgrade, modification, whatever you want to call it. It's a 2022 37 TS. Today we are going to remove this shower glass door and install the Rec Pro Retractable. We're doing that for a couple reasons. One, because our last trip to Niagara Falls, this glass is starting to come out of the track up here on the top, and it's really there's no good way to put that glass back up in there. And but also we have heard several comments of while people are traveling in these trucks that that this glass just shatters while they're going down the road. So we don't want that while we're in motion, and we're going to remove this and install the Rec Pro Retractable. Now I did buy the lengthier one. I got the 67-inch high, and I believe it's a 42. This only measures like 37 and a half. So we'll cut these on the bandsaw. But I did that so I didn't have to do a special order and wait several weeks for the Rec Pro shower retractable door. Anyway, let me show you a couple things on this door and why we're changing it out. So I know it's hard to see from this angle, but you can tell this door is fully shut. Because the glass is falling out of the track above, it's sitting at an angle. So now we have about a 1/2 inch gap here on the outside. And then looking at it from the inside, you can clearly see the big gap, and all three glasses have fallen out of the track above, and they're all sitting at an angle. So here's a prime example. You've got this upper track up here, and you can see this rubber. Well, that rubber is supposed to be tucked up in this aluminum track. And this whole glass is falling out about a 1/2 inch, and so that's why we're getting rid of these. Not so much this first panel, it didn't do that. It's still up in there good, but these middle panel and the far one here both have done the exact same thing. That might give you a better view. So you can see how this is clearly falling out, but there's really no way to push it back up in there, probably without breaking the glass, and it's just going to fall out again. So to get started, we need to remove this top track, which is all the glass is attached to the tracks inside this top rack. And there's 2 screws on the inside. We're going to remove those 2 screws, lift this out. And what my hope is, because this is about 60 pounds of glass, we'll just walk each one of them out, and then we'll take them out of the coach one by one so we don't try to break them or anything. From that point, we're going to remove the 2 side rails and the bottom, and then we're going to scrape all the caulk away. While I'm in here, I wanted to show you a couple other mods that we did. The first thing that we did probably when we bought this coach was install this cabinet. We purchased it off Amazon, but we keep our towels in here and hand rags, and it's just a great place and a great way to store them because we don't have a lot of storage space for these type of things, and you obviously kind of want that in the shower. The second modification is our ceiling fan. Most of you have the just the 12-volt fan that you just kick on with your switch on the wall. We actually installed the Max Air system. 4500K is the model number of the ceiling fan. It is a 10-speed bi-directional fan, so you can actually use it like a ceiling fan, or you can use it to exhaust. So it has a remote that I mounted on the wall, and anyway, I'm going to show you that real quick. All right, so we have the remote, and what we do is we'll turn on the bath fan switch, and then you hear that click noise. That means that you now have power to your fan, and then you come over to the remote, you'll turn it on, and then you'll hit it on again, which opens that fan. So it's an automated fan. So now that lid on the fan will actually, it's automatic, so it opens up, and there's no more hand cranking. And then when I turn it off, it closes back down. This also has a temperature sensor on it, so if it gets too hot in here, you can actually set the temperature for which this fan will kick on and pull the air out. But anyway, a neat little mod, and well worth the extra time and money spent to install that. Then when you're done, just turn it off. You can hear it go closed. Now it's closed, and then we just turn the bath fan switch off and it kills the power. So anyway, definitely worth it. The lid cover for the 4500K is the Max Air Fan Mate. It's the only one that will fit it. I did not go with the Max Air Deluxe fan because it overhangs quite a bit, and we have our black tank vent that comes out within 7 inches away from that vent opening. So there's no way to use the Deluxe, but this one here is perfect. So if you haven't installed it, I encourage you to install it. So we got the top off. It went really easy. I had my wife come out here and just lifted it right off after removing the 2 screws, and then we just removed the panels out of the track and then carried them out the coach one by one. And we're going to store those just in case we don't like this. But from all the reviews, everybody loves them. So anyway, we'll take the screws out of the sides, the bottom, and then we'll get these tracks out of here and then scrape all the caulk off. Two side pieces down. What a mess. She is stuck on there good, stuck like glue. There's a song, Stuck Like Glue. So we have our side rails, bottom rail, top rail, everything's out of here. It's all cleaned up, and I will tell you that cleaning the caulk is the worst part. I've probably worked on this now for an hour, 20 minutes, something like that. But I'm pretty picky, and I wanted to make sure that the surface was nice and clean, and I absolutely feel no more caulk on it. So it takes a little bit of time to get all that off. But we are now ready to install the new Rec Pro Retractable Door. So the Rec Pro Retractable Door is finally installed, and I think we are going to love it. This really opens up the whole bathroom. Believe it or not, just not having that glass right here makes it just look a lot more open. Anyway, it is in, and it wasn't that bad. It turned out really nice. So I got some caulking to do, and it'll be finished up, but I think my wife will like it. That adhesive product on these side pieces is really strong, so once you start getting it on there, it wants to stick and take off. They talk about cleaning this, and it's just soapy water on the inside, but it also has a like its own little squeegee. As you're closing it, it kind of squeegees everything off. But probably the only downside that I see is it being dark, and at least we have a light right here kind of between the two, the shower and the toilet area, so it may not be so bad. But we had talked about putting one of these in our house, and we still may, I don't know, but I do like this. There's something that I wanted to cover that they don't really talk about in the instructions. This has like a lip, a channel that goes on the inside. When you close that door, it grabs from the back side, and there's a little lip on the handle itself, and that's what locks it in. Make sure that you install the receiving end of your retractable door with this lip edge towards the inside of your shower. I almost put it on upside down, so but it has to be, that lip, the catch for the door, has to be towards the inside of the shower. But overall, it looks really good. I still have to, there's a screw that goes up here at the top and the bottom as well. and I still have those to put on. This will be a better solution than having the glass doors by far. We won't have to listen to them rattle going down the road. We don't have to worry about them breaking, falling off, whatever. But it does definitely open up the room. So continue to keep on watching. I got a bunch of Jayco Seneca videos to cover on upgrades and things that I've done that may help you, because there's a lot to do to these rigs. We all know that. It just seems endless. We're always constantly just doing. So please like and subscribe our channel. We need more subscribers, and I appreciate all of you that watch and make comments about the videos, because I know that it's actually helping people. So like me, you just kind of tackle the project, and sometimes there's not enough information out there on certain things that you may do. That'll wrap up this video on the retractable door install, and I hope you enjoyed it.